Hello and welcome back. I'm just off up to the caravan. I haven't been for a couple of weeks. Just been a little bit busy, so not been up there. As some of you probably know, before Christmas I decided that I wasn't going to put my full caravan cover on and I wasn't going to use the dehumidifiers. Now the times that I've been up to the caravan, inside the caravan has been absolutely fine. There's no issues in it, you know, there's no smells or anything, you know, it seems okay. So what I'm going to do today is just go up and just show you the result of leaving the cover off, what's happened to it. I know there's a YouTube channel called Paul and Sarah Cuddington, and he's just put his cover on and he's put some dehumidifiers on. I put a link up into his channel up here. It's worth having a look. I like those kind of channels where it's just somebody not trying to be anybody else, just being themselves and just showing us what they're doing in the caravan, and he's come up with some really handy tips and stuff like that. So it's worth having a look at that channel. So he was saying about or asking how mine was getting on, so this is kind of an update of how the caravan's going without the cover and without the dehumidifiers. So let's get up to the storage, and it's not raining, it is windy. I know Caravan Vlogger says my caravan is on somewhere, I think he said Scarfell Pike or somewhere like that. It is on a hill, but it's not that high up. Let's see what's going on when we get there. So we've arrived. The first job I'm going to do today is I'm going to put the heating on. So I brought the battery with me. I'm going to put that back onto the caravan, so obviously I can get the power for the heating, and we're going to power that up and get that on for a bit and see what that's like. I'll probably just open the windows just a little bit just to air it out. I've not put the heating on yet over winter. I normally come and do it, but I took the battery off just before Christmas and I didn't put it back on. It's been at home, so I can keep it kind of topped up and trickle charged. So this is one of the kind of things that bugs me with this caravan, is that you can hear me with the wind, but the battery box doesn't have a handle on the door. You just undo it, and then you've got to kind of get your fingers in here to open it up. There must be obviously some reason for it. I don't really know why. So we'll get the battery fitted into there. So that's the battery back in. I've not put this strap round because I'm going to be taking it back out. I'm just going to shut the door. I'm not going to lock that. I was telling Trev from Posh Cats Camping that last trip we went out on, I forgot to lock this, and if it wasn't for this strap, I was driving down the road and I noticed the battery slightly hanging out, so something must have distracted me that time when I was packing up, and I missed that. So let's go and turn the heating on. So into the caravan, I've just turned the gas on so we can turn the master on, and then what we're going to do is come to the control panel, turn the, you know, you can see this, put the gas on for the heating, and then turn the heating on. It's currently 5 degrees in here, so we're going to turn that up, and this little symbol that's spinning round, or should be spinning round soon, will tell us that the heating's coming on, and I can just hear it coming on. You probably want to purge the gas a little bit. Well, as I said, with the Alder heating, you can run it without water in the water system, obviously, because there's always water within the radiators. So while that's warming up, we'll have a look around the van. It smells okay. There's no major damp smell at all. You know, you sometimes can get musty smell. There's nothing, no smells at all. Everything seems to be okay where I left it. I always leave a little bit of kitchen roll in the bottom of the fridge just in case, but it looks absolutely fine. the cushions don't feel damp at all, or you know, they feel like they always do really, which is good. At the back of the van, I've kept these, a vacuum packed these bedding down into there, so that's all packed away. The bed, as I said, is propped up, but everything looks okay. Look in the back, yeah, I'm happy with that. So I can see in here that the fluid in the Alder header tank has started to bubble away, and that will rise up because that's starting to heat up. And I've left, like, no, I didn't realise they were in there actually, a couple of towels in there, and they feel okay, you know, so there's nothing nothing major really, everything looks okay. So as far as the van goes inside, I'm really happy with it. You know, I've not had the cover on this year. I know on our last Caravan, when we put the cover on, it might have been the older Caravan, I don't know, but when I came into the Caravan there was kind of a little bit of a smell, like a musty smell, but there is nothing inside the van. It's absolutely fantastic. Obviously it will need a good clean before we go out again next year. No, the outside of the van, that's a different story. Let's go and have a look at that while the inside's warming up. So one of the disadvantages of not putting this cover on is that you kind of get this green stuff growing, which can be sorted out, but it's you know, this side of the van looks okay, but you've got the streaks, but the fennec stuff will get that off eventually. Just moving down, at the top, just a bit dirty around the top there, the back end of the van, you've got it running down the handles there. Now I don't know what's happened on this side, I don't think you can see this, but that is quite filthy. I don't know what has been going down the side of there, but that is really filthy. But nothing that can't be sorted. You got a little bit of gunk around there, but that will, again, in summer I can clean all that up before we go away again. The tyres are looking okay, still on axle stands. I think what we'll do is we'll get the motor mover running and see whether that's okay. I've kept my winter vents on, I've got the green coming up here, that'll be cleaned. Feel the heat coming out from there, which is good, from the Alder heating vent. The front of the van looks okay, the aerial's a bit mucky, I'll have to get onto that. Yeah, I don't know what's been going on this side, where the wind's possibly blown the mud off the roof and it's come down this side. The front of the van, well, look at this, all this yucky. This is what Paul was talking about, Paul Cuddington, on his video, that you get all this green slimy stuff coming out, which we've got quite a bit of, which can be sorted. It will clean up. Yeah, and it's coming around the windows. That's just with not having the cover on this year, but it will come off. And at the top there, yeah, looking pretty dirty. Let's go back inside. So inside okay, outside it is filthy. I will get onto the roof and do that, and I will clean all the sides of the van to make sure that's back to its usual, what I like it as. As for not putting the cover on this year, I don't think it's been a major problem. I've not moved the van since I think October, of last year, maybe November. Did we do a weekend in November? Yeah, November I think. But I'm quite happy with it. There's no major problems with it. A couple of weeks ago last time I came up, and I just hooked it up to the car, tested all the lights and everything was fine, but obviously that'll be done again during the before our first outing. So while we're up here, as I said, we're going to check the motor mover on. I've got the battery, so we'll get the remote for that and the key, switch it on. It's just started to rain, my luck, and we'll see if that's working okay. So we'll put the key in for the isolator, switch that on, put the remote control on, that's turning okay. Let's check the other side now. That seems okay. Switch that back off. Set the key out. This snapped off last year. I don't know why. Anyway, put that back on there. He's back in the van. So the heating's been on for quite a while. It's been on for about half an hour or so. It's getting nice and warm in here. I'm just gonna leave it on for a bit longer. Just have a sit down and a chill while it warms up a bit more. Everything's looking okay. Ready for next year, ready for this year's Caravan. It just needs a really good clean. So I thought I'd just give you a quick update of how we're getting on without the cover and the dehumidifiers. All okay. Thanks for watching, take care, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.